This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 3834 Mainsail Circle, Westlake Village, California, 91361. Today is June 21st, 2023. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 3-inch ABS waste line cleanout located on the front right-hand corner of the house, just next to the slider. And this goes out towards the front of our property. This is our 3-inch ABS waste line cleanout. And this goes towards the rear of our property. And I'm just going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here at the edge of the cleanout. And we're zeroed out. We're just going to go ahead and drop down and begin our video waste and sewer line inspection. So it does appear to be black ABS waste line. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. As we push out, you can see there's an opening there right around the, pull back just a little bit. You can see right there around the 12 o'clock area, you can see an opening. So what we're going to do is we're going to push in just a little bit and we're going to locate that area. Push in a little more. And we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. And it is in the plant area on the front right-hand corner of the house. We did place a red flag to identify the area. We did mark it at 2 foot 8 inches deep. So again, it does appear to be a mainline clean out up at the front of the property. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And we'll make a little bit of a turn. So we did transition from black ABS waste line to black ABS sewer pipe. And you can see we got a tie-in there. So again, we'll continue to push out. And we'll pull back just a little bit. A little bit more. What we're going to do is we continue to push out. It does appear that as we push out, we do transition to what appears to be vitreous clay. So we're going to push in just a little bit more, and we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we had an approximately 3 foot 0 inches deep in the grass on the front right-hand corner of the house. And this is our black ABS sewer pipe to vitreous clay sewer pipe transition. So again, we'll continue to push out. And we're coming up on our first joint. See, we do have a gap there at the top from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock. We'll pull back just a little bit more. And we'll push in slowly. Again, a little bit of neoprene band exposed in that joint. So again, we'll continue to push out. And we're coming up on our next joint. And again, a little bit of neoprene band exposed in that joint right around the 9 o'clock. So again, we'll continue to push out. And coming up on our next joint. Again, in this joint here, you can see we do have an offset from about the 3 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 9 o'clock. We're going to push in slowly, and you can see that it does appear that we do have a crack in that joint. I'm going to pull back just a hair. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll pause here for a moment. We'll locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area and marked it with a red crayon on the brick pavers in the driveway, just next to the planter area. Again, we did mark it with the red crayon at approximately 3 foot 0 inches deep. So again, we'll continue to push out. And we're coming up on our next joint. And a little bit offset there in that joint, but nothing major. Then we'll continue to push out. And in this joint here, you can see we do have a large offset from about the 3 o'clock, going all the way up and around to about the 9 o'clock. So we're going to push in, and we'll stop. We'll pause right here at the offset, and we'll mark this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. We did mark it with the red crayon in the driveway at approximately 4 foot 1 inches deep. So we do have a general inspector in the house, and he's running some water. So we're going to pause for a moment, see if we can get the water to shut down for a moment so we can continue our inspection. So we're going to pause here. Okay, again, I mentioned we marked this area in the driveway with the red crayon, approximately 4 foot 1 inches deep. So we did get the water shut down. We're going to go ahead and continue to push out. And we'll just continue to push out. And we're coming up on our next joint. We'll push in slowly. And again, that joint, a little bit of neoprene band exposed in that joint, but nothing major. Again, we'll continue to push out. And we're coming up on our next joint. We'll pull back just a little bit. You can see in that joint as well, you do have an offset from about the 3 o'clock going all the way up until about the 9 o'clock, and you do have some neoprene band exposed in that joint. So again, you can see here we do have some neoprene band exposed in that joint. So what we'll do, we'll just continue to push out. And we'll pull back just a little bit. Pull back a little bit more. And again, you can see a little bit of neoprene band exposed in that joint as well. So again, we'll push in slowly. And as we push in, you can see we do got an offset in that joint. And it does appear you're holding some water in this area as well. So again, we're going to push in slowly. You can see that we're holding some water. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull back. You can see another offset in that joint. We're going to pull back slowly. And just see it did appear that there would possibly been a testee there at the top. We'll pull back a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. It does appear we're just holding water in that joint. So again, we're going to push in and we're going to locate that area. Okay, we went ahead and marked this area. It's just underneath the wall at the front of the property, underneath the bougainvillea plant at approximately 7 foot 9 inches deep. You can see this area. We do have two offsets. We are holding water in that area. So again, we'll just continue to push out. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. Yeah, that joint appears to be in fair condition. Pull back a little bit. A little difficult to tell. What we're going to do is we're going to push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in and try to get our camera lens clear. And just as we continue to push out, we just keep getting some debris on our camera lens. So again, we'll just continue to push out. Get down out into our city sewer tie-in, and then from there we can pull back and take a good look. Okay, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And as you can see, this is our city sewer tie-in. What we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So this is in the middle of the street. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back slowly. And push back in just a little bit. Take a good look at the saddle on the way back. I'm going to pause here for a moment. I'm going to flush a toilet, try to clear a camera lens. So we're going to pause here. Okay, again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back slowly. We'll continue to pull back. Those joints appear to be in fair condition. And then we'll continue to pull back. And coming up on our next joint, that joint appears to be in fair condition. See that the top of the vitreous clay sewer pipe does have hard water deposit. All that white buildup at the top is all hard water deposit. That's kind of typical for the area. Again, that joint appears to be in fair condition. I'm pushing just a little bit. The joint there, you can see that we do have a little bit of offset in that joint there from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock. I'll push in just a little bit. We'll pull back slowly. A little bit of neoprene band there exposed around the 12 o'clock area. Again, we'll continue to pull back. What we're going to do is we'll pull back. We're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. We're just going to see where we transition from our property line to our lateral. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we are at approximately 7 foot 1 inches deep, and we're just right next to the light pole at the front of the property next to the sidewalk. So that is our property line to our lateral transition. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. That joint appeared to be in fair condition. We pull back, you can see we're going to pull back. You can see we do have an offset in this joint here. This area here we are holding water. And again, we did mark that area underneath the front wall at the property, underneath the brick wall at the front of the property. So again, you can see you're holding water in that area. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. You can see there's our opening there at the top. Again, we'll continue to pull back. As we pull back, we did mark an area along the driveway that we did have a large offset, and as well we marked an area that we did have a crack as well. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. Again, that offset there, we did mark that area. Again, in the driveway. And then we'll continue to pull back. And as we pull back, we're going to push in just a little bit. This area here as well, we did mark this area. You can see that we do have a crack. Just behind the joint there, you can see that there's a full diameter crack in that area. Just behind that joint, you can see it. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. We did mark that area with the red flag in the grass area just at the right of the front of the house. So again, we'll continue to pull back. We'll make a little bit of a turn, and as we turn, we transition back into black ABS sewer pipe. So again, we'll continue to pull back. Again, we'll make another little bit of a turn, and as we pull back, we did mark an area there for the mainline sewer clean out. In this area right here, you can see that we do have an opening right around the 12 o'clock. We'll push in just a little bit. See, there's an opening there, and we did mark that area. So again, we'll continue to pull back. Again, make a little bit of a turn, heading back towards our clean out. Again, we're going to pull up and out of our cleanout, and that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.